Road Life and Non-Stop Traveling, 8 Juno Award nominations, 4 gold records, and a platinum record, the band took a 6-year hiatus, reuniting in December 1999 to assemble a greatest hits package for Virgin Records. The release of old favorites and buried treasures, entitled Hits and Assorted Secrets, led to a hugely successful Canadian tour in early 2000, some of which was recorded and resulted in the Northern Pikes Live. This led to the release of Truest Inspiration in 2001, with the song Beautiful Music becoming a hit in Japan. Following a Japanese tour and the release of its On Good Life in December 2003, Merl announced his departure from the group. Although Jay, Bryan, and Don are still enjoying the passion and joy of their live performances. In recognition of his tremendous legacy from Saskatoon, the Western Canadian Music Alliance is pleased to welcome the Northern Pikes into the Western Canadian Music Hall of Fame.
Honestly, some of those songs are just fantastic. The lyrics are so heartfelt, the melody's amazing, the harmony's amazing. I want to ask the guys to come on out here. Northern Pikes, please come on out to this stage. You know, I think it's my job to tell you guys how good you guys were then, how good you are now. Fantastic band, great music, and I really want to congratulate you guys. Jay, Bryan, thank you very much. Welcome to the club, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, the newest inductees of the Hall of Fame, the Northern Pikes. Don't we say a few words?
Hello everyone, thank you very much. We are very excited to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. It's a very, very big honor, and thank you. I guess I'll start by thanking the one-man Doug Chappelle from Virgin Records, who signed us December 18th, 1986. It was a big day in our lives, for sure, and the whole staff at Virgin Records really helped us out. And as all the musicians know in this room, it takes a lot of people to make an artist get discovered and get promoted and that sort of thing. And Doug really, he didn't stop at anything to put behind what needed to be with all the tour support, video support, and all that, and recording. So if Doug is watching, thank you. We do appreciate it very much. Thank you to my wife Jackie, who, again, musicians know that when you're in a relationship, it's tough when you've got to say goodbye for 2 or 3 months, and she's been great for 23 years. Thanks, Jack. My brother Roger is here. He taught me No Time by the Guess Who, the first drum groove I ever learned when I was in grade 8. So Roger, thank you. And I'll pass it on to Merl now.
Good one. I think I'd like to start off by thanking my mom for allowing us to practice in the basement for years and years, and the Semko family for allowing us to practice in the basement for years and years, and the Potvin family as well for years and years. Yes. It's been 8 years since I played with these guys. And they invited me back to come here for this, and I know I'm a procrastinator, but after this, guys, I've been thinking about leaving the band. I don't know. I'm on the edge. Don't know. But thanks, guys. It's been fantastic. Also like to thank all the people who came out to all the shows and supported us over the years, from the small clubs up to, open in front of Bowie. Mind you, we were a find your seat band for that show, but everything from top to bottom. Thank you for coming out and supporting us and giving us this. Much appreciated. Here you go, Jeff. Absolutely.
Thanks. I'm sort of really weird holding this microphone. It's like doing some stand-up here. I brought a list because I suffer from short-term memory loss from a lot of years at the back of the tour bus watching the same movies over and over again. And anyway, a few people to thank. Ross Nikiforuk, who played keyboards with us since Snow in June. He was our live keyboard player, and he recorded on Neptune and our subsequent live stuff. Mitch Barnett, who is a buddy of ours, who was a recording engineer at Studio West at Pike Lake, Saskatchewan, just outside of Saskatoon. And Mitch recorded us in the Idols, actually, and then also would sneak us in addition to our recordings of our EPs out at Studio West, and really helped us to hone our chops and become better in the recording studio. In the pre-vocal comp era, the pre-copy and paste era, where you kind of had to play it perfectly from beginning to end, or as good as you could. And I'd also like to thank Mr. Robert Hodgins. Robert Hodgins has Northwind Talent in Saskatoon, and he really helped us in the first couple of years of our existence. And he actually lent us money, and it helped us with us sending out our indie records all over Canada and the United States, and getting ourselves known. And that was a big part of our major label interest, is the buzz that we created with the indie music that we did. And that was just basically packing up vinyl records in my basement, the four of us, and sending them off to faraway places that you had to find out about by writing the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C. to get a list of college radio stations in the United States. Also like to thank Fraser Hill and Ed Smeal. They were our longtime managers, and both have continued in the music business. Also, Mr. Rick Hutt, who was a great producer, and he and Fraser worked on our first 3 albums with Virgin. Also, Mr. Rob Jasko, who worked with us on Neptune, and I guess last but certainly not least, our families and our friends and our fans, people that have come out to see us for many, many years. We're very, very appreciative of having you there. We're so lucky and so blessed to have you.
I want to thank YouTube for showing me how to tie my tie this afternoon. And I'd like to thank my mom for 49 plus years of support. Jay and I decided to quit university in late '83 to start this band, and I went home and announced to her after 3 months of classes that I was done with post-secondary education, and I was going to start a rock band. And she was so proud. She was very, very proud. And no, she didn't, you know what? She never said a word. She just got behind me, and she's been behind me since. And I thank you for that, Mom. I want to thank Don Schmid. Don was not only the drummer in the Northern Pikes, but Don did all the ugly work that's needed within a group. A group is, and any musician, any band especially, who's here tonight knows that you're a unit, and you do have support mechanisms around you. Management comes and goes, labels come and go, people come and go, but the group is the group. And you need solidarity, and you need somebody who's going to deal with the outside world within your little world. And Don was the guy. Don did all the ugly work, dealing with agents and the accountant and doing our books, and Don is our glue. So I thank Don for that. I thank Merl bringing his immense creativity to the group. Merl is, in my estimation, the best singer I've ever worked with in my life. Merl would very often walk out onto the floor in a recording session and come up with a vocal harmony off the top of his head with no preconceived planning. It was shocking to us sometimes how quickly he could do that. Thank you, Merl, for sharing your immense talent with us. And I want to thank Jay Semko. Jay was the primary songwriter in the Northern Pikes when the band first started. But Jay fostered this this idea of an open, creative environment within the four of us. He encouraged Merl and I to write music, to bring our creative energies into the band. And that's, I think, what fundamentally is the Northern Pikes. That's why we're here tonight. You know? It's that creative energy that a band brings. And Jay was instrumental in that. I didn't write a song prior to being in the Northern Pikes, and I'm considered a songwriter now, and I thank Jay for that. So, thank you, Jay. Thank you, Merl. Thank you, Don. And thank you. Thank you, the WCMAs, for this wonderful honor. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Northern Pikes, 2012 inductees of the Western Canadian Music Hall of Fame. Yeah. All right, so we're going to